Welcome everyone to the latest episode. This is to really give a review of the Arsenal game after we just come back from Old Trafford a couple of days ago. Had a little time for it to settle. So overall, we wanted to do this live as well, but we haven't quite got to 50 subscribers actually. So if you can help us get to 50, we're not that far along actually. So give us a subscribe, that would be amazing. So just gonna get straight into it. Dave, Arsenal. How did you find the journey? How did you find the game? The emotions? What's your thoughts?
Yeah, you know what? It's mixed reviews and mixed feelings. Being at the game live, the atmosphere was electric. The crowd really got up for the team, was behind them throughout the whole game, even though there was mistakes and we didn't score, we lost the game. You can really see the support we gave our team, which was good. It was nice. But just more on the game, I think you know what? I think we played really well. There's not much I can criticize about the team. I mean, we went into this season saying we need a centre midfielder, we need a goalkeeper, and I think the game showed that we need what we've been asking for. Um, Not even that. I mean, all in all, the keeper he didn't do too bad, but mistakes like that can cost us a game, vital points on the table. So I think we done as much as we done well in the game. It just highlighted more what we need. We need a keeper, man, for sure. We need a keeper, and a centre midfielder we need as well because Casemiro, as much as he's still good, once his legs go, there's not much cover for him. I'm not sure if we should have maybe trusted Mainu to come on instead of Ugarte, but I think yeah, we definitely need some sort of cover in that area, man. But other than that, I think you know what. Let's talk about the positives. Cunha, what a player, man. What a player. I mean, in Burma, I knew he was a player anyway. In Burma, he's just that workhorse. He just doesn't stop, man. He doesn't stop running. His quality on the ball. I mean, his head's always up looking for players to pass to, or if he can shoot, get a chance. He's always looking in for runs behind. And Cunha's just got something special to him, man. I think it's weird with Cunha because when he's not on the ball, he doesn't really look like he's doing much. And he just turns it on. He just turns it on. As soon as that ball comes to him, he just turns it on, man. But I would like to see him off the ball, do a little bit more as well, man. Just do a little bit more just to get the defenders thinking, man. But them two, they're quality, man. Quality players. Sesko, he didn't really get much time in the game. And obviously coming in the game 1-0 down against Arsenal, it's always gonna be difficult for any centre forward to kind of make an impact at the bench, man, because they're I mean that's probably their best part of their game, their defence. So I think it was difficult for him. But I think, yeah, man, all in all, I'm happy. I'm happy with the team, man. I'm happy with how we played, especially.
Were you a bit surprised in terms of the way that Arsenal approached the game?
No, I wasn't, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all, man. I mean, Arsenal, like I said, are probably one of the best defensive teams in the league. That's their main attribute. That back line, especially Saliba and Gabriel, they're solid. So I think I believe like if we took the lead, we would have won that game. But I knew if Arsenal was to take the lead in that game, it would be very difficult for us to break them down because of the way they play. So I'm not surprised the way they approach the game at all, to be honest with you. Um,
But
and
I
I
remember, I swear, like Arsenal when Arteta first came, or there was one season anyway where it seemed like they had a bit more of attacking intent. Like I remember them just going at teams, going after them, and I don't know if they changed for more pragmatic, but I was kind of like I was a bit surprised about just how people like Saka barely even got involved in the game. It was I was quite surprised to be honest.
Yeah, but Fudge, you got to remember that when Arteta first came, that wasn't his team, man. So the way they played was based on the team he had. So he had like Aubameyang, all these like offensive players. But then, I mean,
I mean that
Saka,
season when they were top for a long time, and then they obviously
yeah,
flopped it. I don't know if that's got into their head,
got into
but
their head, man. They flopped in it. I mean, they say if it's not broken, don't fix it. And it was broken, so they have to change something, right? They have to change something, man. Like, who cares about Arsenal anyway and how they played, man? Like, let's talk about our team, man. Forget about Arsenal, man. they're just gonna just end up doing what the same thing they do. They're gonna be thereabouts, noisy people, noisy fans, but then they're gonna end up winning nothing, man, and just have bragging rights over being United at Old Trafford. That's all, man.
Who do you think? Who impressed you the most then out of all the players from a United point of view?
Obviously, a lot of players played well. Our offensive players played well, but I think who impressed me the most was probably De Ligt.
Yeah.
He really had Gyökeres in his pocket, man. It was good to watch, man, and he commanded that back three. It was really good, man. You can tell he gave confidence to Shaw and Euro, man, because he said, "I've got Gyökeres. You guys do what you got to do. I've got this guy in my pocket," and he did. The first challenge he went into, he kind of bounced off Gyökeres, and I thought, "Ooh, this is not a good sign." But after that, he said, "All right, don't worry, don't worry." I don't think Gyökeres won one duel against him after that. I don't think there was one duel where Gyökeres came out on top after that, man. So yeah, I'm really impressed with it. I know everyone's talking about our offensive players, Cunha and Burmo, Ahmad when he came on, but yeah,
Yeah, for me, I agree with
that.
that actually. De Ligt was a top quality performance actually. It was good to see because he's got that battle with Maguire, who I mean he came on and he performed as well when he came on, but it'll be good to see De Ligt kick on this season and just really cement home that place because as you can see from that first game, there's still a lot of quality that he has to offer, isn't it? So. But then I think Euro is improving step by step. It seems like he's really growing into being a United player. I think he's only 19 years old. I think there's a lot of promise coming from him. And then what do you think of Dorgu as well on the left? He seems to have kicked on a bit in pre-season.
Dorgu, he played well, man. He played well. I'm still not. I still see areas in his game where he needs to improve. Like the one thing about Dorgu is in a game when he's playing left wing back, the ball's going to come to him so much on that wing. So for me, he needs to be a bit more decisive what he's going to do before he receives the ball. It's kind of like he finds the space, he receives the ball, and then he thinks, okay, cool, what's my next step? What am I going to do here? Whereas if he knows straight away, that means that touch is going to be a bit more sharper because he knows I need to touch it this position so I can either beat the defender or pass it and run back into the space. But it seems like he's always thinking once he gets the ball, what do I need to do next? But I'm sure that's going to come with more game time, the experience of playing in the Prem. Hopefully, he just gets a consistency of minutes, man, and playing. I know we've obviously got a few options at wing back now. So, but yeah, man, all in all, he had a good game.
Yeah, I think he last season especially, he seemed like he came off a bit pragmatic, but this it's only been one game, but I feel like he's gonna kick on a lot this year. I think he's the one to really look out for. He got unlucky with that shot. I didn't know he had that in him actually in that shot that hit the post. So no, that was a bit unfortunate. But I mean, do you take any confidence in the fact that we were largely the better team against Arsenal?
I do, but the problem is, throughout the years, United have always turned up against big teams, even if we've lost. But it's always been our kind of better games where you can tell the players are up for it. Obviously, we have some new players who come in who obviously kind of show why they've been brought into the club. So, I mean, for me, it's too early to judge. I think we need to see a couple more games. We've got Fulham and then Burnley next. It'll be interesting to see if they're just as up for it against these teams, man. So yeah, but I just think we need to just kick on now. I think we need to forget about Arsenal. It's done now. We need to even forget about the performance, really. Like, there's no reward in it. Yeah, we played well, but we lost. There's no reward in it. Now we need to kick on and focus on, okay, cool. What can we do against Fulham? How can we get these 3 points, guaranteed 3 points, and more than that? How can we do more than just the 3 points as well? How can we play this team off the park, man? What is our strengths? What are their weaknesses, man? I think we need to just forget about the first game now and move on. Obviously, it's one game a week, man. You know what I'm saying? One game a week. So we just focus on that, man. We just do it one game at a time, man. Focus on them. Let's see if we can get the 3 points.
Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying in terms of moving on, but I think performances are what can be sustainable. So if we got better or if we played badly against Arsenal, then going into this next game, I think there'll be a lot more doom and gloom. But Yeah, but what matters really in that next game is we need to be getting that 3 points against Fulham. So, I mean, would you make any changes to the starting 11? Like Mason Mount, it seemed like he seemed quite well actually playing in the nine. But I mean, what changes would you make going into the Fulham game?
Yeah, you're right. Mason Mount, he played a really good game, but I think we need to start Sesko up top. I think we've brought him in now, and just the fact that we didn't score, it just kind of shows like we ain't got that vocal point up front. So we've got him on the bench. We've got Sesko. So let's start him, man. It's Fulham. It's a good game to start him away. Um, let's see what he can do, man. Let's give him 60, 70 minutes. Let's see what he can do, man. Even if he doesn't score, let's see how the system works around him because that's that's our striker, right? That's that's why we brought him in because he needs to be in the starting lineup every week. He needs to be one of the first teams on the names on the team sheet. So if that's the case, let's start him against Fulham. Let's see how he fares. And yeah, I think that maybe that's the only change I would make. Also maybe start Ahmad right wing back. He done really well when he came on. I'm not too against Gallo right wing back to be honest with you, but I think Ahmad when he came on, he him and Mberma that partnership, I think is class, man. I think we can get that partnership right. We can be dangerous for a lot of teams.
Okay, so Abad, what about centre backs? Would you continue with the same three at the back that we had?
Oh, 100%. 100%. Delit needs to start. Euro, it's good to get him the experience that he needs in his Prem, man. So as long as he's playing well, we need to keep starting him, man. Because once he grows in confidence, I'm not saying he's not a confident player, but once he grows in confidence, it's going to get him stronger, it's going to get him fitter, it's going to get him more experience, man. And we need to. I know it's like I said it with the forwards, Sesko starting. It's just as important for our defense to have like a team as well. We need to have that defensive trio, man. So if it's Shaw, Lit, and Euro, that needs to be what it is on the back, man. Same way as Mberma, Cunha, and Sesko up top. We need to have that structure in the team, man. That spine.
What about behind then? Like, who are you going to start in goal?
It has to be Onana, man. if he's ready, because I don't know why he got dropped. I mean, Amarim said it wasn't because he was injured, but I think Onana needs to start, man. If we're gonna keep him, he needs to play because as much as he is not great in terms of like he has got mistake in him, he is way better than playing there, man. Like so Onana needs to start. He needs to start for me. To be honest with you, I think he should have started, against Arsenal, man. I think I know it's hindsight, but I was not happy when I saw that Brian there was starting for us.
I guess it's a shame that Nana didn't have any preseason, and I think he wanted to show a bit of trust, or basically just show you don't walk into a team, you need to work for it, I suppose. But yeah, in hindsight, then yeah, Bayern obviously clearly didn't live up to it. I mean, just touching on that, he should have been stronger on that goal, really. Was, I mean, any hard feelings about the referee decisions in that game, or it just kind of is what it is and move on?
I think you're always gonna have kind of like points in the game where you think, oh, it should have gone our way, the ref should have given it to us or whatever. You're always gonna have these debates, right? But sometimes you can't leave in the hands of the ref, man. Especially when it's not clear cut, man. Like, because at the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do first. Play to the whistle, right? Like as a keeper, even if you just fisted the ball out and then gets the free kick after, make sure you're doing your job first, man. So as much as I have my opinions about if it was a foul or not a foul, I think it's still at fault with the keeper, man. He should have made sure first and foremost that this is not going to result in conceding the goal, man. And then after, make your noise and claim for your free kick, man. So no, not really, not really.
And a potential penalty. How did you see that?
To be honest with you, I'm confused what VAR needs to get involved with and what they don't need to get involved. It wasn't even looked at. It wasn't even looked at by VAR. It's, I mean, contact was clearly made with Cunha. He didn't make any contact with the ball, so I don't know how it's deemed not a foul and a good challenge. But I don't want to. I don't want to dwell on it because it's just for me. There's no point dwelling on it because even I saw on Sky Sports this ref, I can't remember his name, saying it's not a foul. Yeah, he's saying it's not a foul, and he's not explaining why it's not a foul because the contact's clearly made. He's not explaining why it's not a foul. I don't understand why. So for me, it's a penalty. For me, it's a penalty, and I just want somebody to explain to me why it's not a penalty. That's not. Nobody's really done that. Everyone's just said, "Oh, it's not a foul, it's not a penalty," but no one's really explained why it's not a penalty.
No, I reckon if you ask 95% of football fans whether or not that was a foul or not, most of them will tell you that's clearly a penalty, man. But it's well, we don't seem to be getting decisions like a lot these days. But I guess you can't just like cry and complain about it. We just need to make sure that we can do our own part of it and get the result and get that win.
We can't. Sorry to cut you. We can't rely on the refs, man. We can't rely on the refs because at the end of the day, like, say that was a good tackle, then what? We're still going to be in the same situation we was in. We need to try and win the games off our own backs, man. Like, like I said, I'm not going to be too hard on the guys because we played well. And Arsenal, they are a good team. Unfortunately, they're very good defensively. Unfortunately, so it's always going to be hard to break them down. Rea got the most clean sheets back to back in the Prem, so it's always going to be hard getting the goal against Arsenal and breaking them down. But now, when we're moving forward, how can we break other teams down? That's my thing because we ain't gonna be playing Arsenal every week. Can we create chances? Can we create more clear-cut chances? There was times when we had the balls on the wings and no one was in the box. What's the instruction by Amrin? Are we flooding the box or are we not? What is the instruction? So just stuff like that because if we're not in the box, if we're not in the right areas, we ain't gonna score goals. Doesn't matter who it's against. So I just think just those little areas there, we need to just turn it up a bit.
So looking ahead for the end of or for the rest of the season, there's a couple of weeks left until the transfer window closes. You got any? What would you think the priority position that we need to strengthen?
I'm gonna sound crazy, man, but we need to just buy Belieber, man. We just need to buy him, like, because I know it's like I said, it's only one game, and I know I said we should forget about that game, and I'm probably contradicting myself now, but you can tell we have a good side, man. We just need to fix certain areas of the pitch, and then we can actually have a team that can contend for top four, for titles, whether it's FA Cup, Carling Cup again, but we can get ourselves back into the Champions League, get a little trophy as well, compete. But we can't compete when we don't have a goalkeeper and we don't have a centre midfielder that can help Bruno to free him up a bit. Because Bruno is, as much as I criticise Bruno on Sunday, it's not really fair because he's doing all this defensive work, dropping deep, and that's not really his game for me. That's not really his game. So we need someone that's going to be able to do that, have the legs to cover that, to cover the grass for him, and just free him up a bit so he can start picking out balls like old school Perlo and controlling the tempo of the game, man. That's what we need, man. So, I mean, okay, look, Belieber, there's Adam Wharton that we're interested in as well. So yeah, and we definitely need a keeper, man. We definitely need a keeper. It looks like Donnarumma might be going Man City, but still, we need to find a keeper. And if not, we need to make sure that our goalkeeper coach is on Onana, man. This guy doesn't need. He needs to eat, sleep, breathe, training, man. And because I don't like pre-game, I said it to you. I think I said it to you after the match. Pre-game warm-up, the keepers for Arsenal were doing drills for like half an hour before the match. Drills. And I was looking at our keepers and they weren't really intense. They weren't really the same, man. And I just think as much as that's like an area we need to improve on and maybe change in the transfer market, players that are there at the moment, they still need to give it their all, man. They need to give it their all. They need to fight for their badge, like, because they're still here playing for our club, man. So Onana, you're our number one keeper. You need to make sure that you want this badge. Because if we're going to keep you, how are you going to show us that we can be confident in you? Are you going to command that box? Is that box yours or not? You understand? Because we need confidence from the back. As much as we need confidence from our forward scoring goals, we need confidence from the back, man. Like, if we know we've got a rock at the back, someone who don't mess around, someone who's not going to give away silly goals, someone who you have to score a worldie against, or you have to outplay us to score a goal, not just from nothing, man, not just from some measly corner flapping hands. We need to make sure that we are fighting for that clean sheet every game. As much as we're fighting for the 3 points, we need to fight for that clean sheet. That clean sheet needs to mean something to us again, man.
Too many unforced errors that we keep making to concede these goals. So if you were going to say then, out of the two areas, if you can only sign one player, would you be centre mid or would it be goalkeeper? What are you thinking is the bigger priority?
I'm in two minds, man. I'm in two minds. The only reason I'm in two minds is because it all depends on who we sign. So if a believer is available now and we can do it now, I think a believer. That's one player. That's a player you can't turn your nose, can't say no to. You get believer in now. But if it's not believer and it's just another centre midfield to cover, and it might affect the believer transfer in the future, I'll say goalkeeper. Let's get us a goalkeeper, man. Let's get us a goalkeeper. But I think the goalkeeper situation will be a bit more difficult because one, what we're gonna have Onana, Bayende, and then another keeper. I don't think anyone's in for Onana. I don't think anyone's in for our second keeper. So it's like, are we gonna have then 4 goalkeepers in our team, including Tommy Heaton? I don't think that's possible. So it's difficult, man. It's difficult. What do you think?
I mean, me personally, I would say a goalkeeper. I think in centre mid, we definitely need a new centre mid, I would say, but I feel like we've still got enough options that we can still make it work in there. Mainly, I do think he's going to actually have a big season this year. I feel like I would have liked to have seen him against Arsenal, and I think that there is a way that he can fit his way into this team. So I would say if there was just the one position that we had to strengthen, I would say goalkeeper for sure.
Problem is, I have Fudge, yeah, is I just don't believe, as much as Onana has, and I'm not probably going to get stick for this, as much as Onana has showed us that we can't really rely on him, I don't believe he's as bad as he's been playing. I don't believe it. I believe there's a goalkeeper in him, man, that's actually a good goalkeeper. But it's just about getting that mentality right, man. Because I think last season and obviously before, we're in a bad place, right? So we don't even think we're going to win. We don't even have that confidence in the team that we're going to do anything. You know, Amorim even said it himself. The storm's going to come. So it's like there was this cloud over our teams. It's like if we win, it's okay. If we don't, we're not expected to win anyway. But now it's just like no. Actually, like I said before, we need to fight for this clean sheet, man. Onana, if you stay with our club, you need to fight for that clean sheet. It needs to mean something to you, man. It needs to mean something to you. So all this flapping and not being no strong hands and not getting down quickly and not commanding your box, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna happen, man. So for me personally, give Onana until January. Let's see if he can come back stronger. If not, we need to do something. We need to do something, man. But I will not be unhappy if we sign a goalkeeper this transfer window. I won't be unhappy.
We definitely need more sales in those areas for sure. Yeah, because you're right, can't have that many goalkeepers, and I don't know who's in for Bayende or Onana. So it depends. I guess depending on who we might be able to sell, might depend on who it is that we go after. But let's say we didn't have any transfers, and this is the squad locked in now for the rest of the season. What are your thoughts now, based on what you've seen so far? Well, against Arsenal, where do you think that will end up? What are your thoughts for the season?
The current squad that we have now, I'm going to put it out there. JustDaveMate, JDM, top 4, minimum, top 4, man, minimum. That's what I'm going to say.
Top 4? Who's getting knocked out of the top 4?
I don't care. I don't care if getting knocked out of the top 4, but we will be there. We will be there. JDM. Remember I said it. Yeah. I'm gonna just speak my mind. I'm not gonna try and be all corporate and all this and that. No. Top 4. JDM said it here first. Yeah, we're coming top 4. Forget what Gary Neville says. Forget what Roy Keane says. Forget what all these pundits are saying about United. Yeah, we're back. We're back. Do you understand? We're back, man. We showed you guys on Sunday we can kick ball. We can play. Arsenal, they're a good team. They're a good team. Yeah. Watch. We're not gonna play Arsenal every week. Fulham, Burnley. Let's see. Top 4.
Wow, I thought I was the toxic positivity in this crowd. But like, it looks like you're taking that for me. Like, so good to see. All right, well, we'll have another follow up. Hopefully, we need to get to 50 followers because we would like to do this live. We'll be able to get all the other members of the Cockney Reds involved too. Help us get to 50 followers. So if you can like, you can subscribe. There's subscribers in there. So yeah, like, subscribe, and then we can sort out our video and audio a bit as
And
well.
yeah, listen. This is just us starting out again. Been away from the camera for 4 years, man. So the videos are gonna get better. They're gonna get more exciting, and as we're winning and smashing teams as well, you're gonna want to be involved in this journey, man. So get subscribed now. Follow us throughout this journey. This is like, imagine me being 30 stone and I'm gonna become ripped. This is how this pod is gonna be, man. I'm gonna lose some weight. I'm gonna get in shape. Get in shape with me.
Great motivational speech. Love to see it. All right, enjoy everyone, and catch you soon for the next one.